The reason I find Xanderhal entertaining is because this man can never, ever take any ownership of himself. Dude, if you were in this dire of straits, get a job part-time. People like you, Xanderhal, that were coat riders of people like Vosh, will not succeed. You're dying. Dude, the channel wasn't viable for what you are going to say here. It hasn't been viable for years. If people don't want to comment on your video, there's nothing to do about it. You're not creating a space for people to engage with multiple different viewpoints that cause more comments to come through. Your channel is dead. It is dead. Your audience already knows it's dead. They're telling you it's dead. Did he just shit on Hassan for being a misinfo machine? Based. Zanny, get a job. Get a job. You're not going to be the Joe Rogan of YouTube, bro.
You're suing a man and you end it with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum!
Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I don't think I made this a clip yet, okay? I don't think I made this a clip yet. We need to talk about this real quick, because there's a lot of stuff I want to go over involving Jake Weedle. Okay, we have so much we have to catch up on. Now, this stream was from a month ago. Okay, a month ago. Now, if you don't know, I love making fun of Xanderhal. It's one of my, favorite pastimes on this YouTube channel. And I love corrupting people to look at Xanderhal as what he is. I've corrupted Ruin Leon to this point about Xanderhal. I've corrupted him. And Leon can't say any other way. I've done it. I've corrupted Ruin Leon to care about Xanderhal content. I love that for me. That's a W in my book. I got Leon to care about Xanderhal. Okay? What is this basement? He lives in a house that was built in the 60s. Okay? I make money off of Xanderhal's depression.
For the Bills lost.
Yeah, sorry for the Bills lost. Don't even get me started on that. I'll rant for an hour. I love learning. I love talking shit on Xanderhal. I love the fact he reacted to one of my videos involving the Dark Viper stuff and had no idea I've been shitting on him for a fucking year. Okay? I love that. Leon wants to concede. All right, I will call Leon to let him concede, and then I'm kicking him out of the call. I will allow him to concede. Kiss the ring, as you will. I'm calling you. Kiss my ring. Kiss the ring, Leon. No? Guess he's not answering. Sucks. Oh, well. I won. I totally won. Leon's like, Chris never sends me anything good. Bullshit. Xanderhal is my favorite lolcow in the political community. He's one of my favorites. I can't get over him. Who else can you derive amazing content out of that throws up on live streams, has a girlfriend that smoked meth, stole his money, someone stole all of his money and put it into a Steam account because he uses PayPal instead of a bank? Who else is more entertaining?
From Sweden. Have a nice dream.
Who is more entertaining in the breadtube sphere of just being the most man-child human being on the planet? Who? Name one. Name one person who is more funny and more pathetic than Xanderhal. I'll wait. If you say Chris Chan, you're cheating. Chris Chan's in another league of their own. Okay? You're cheating. DSP, I'd still say Xanderhal Xanderhal to me is more interesting than DSP. The autistic Brody pedo zoophile. Yes, that is an entertaining one. Keffels is entertaining. Tipster. I still think Xanderhal's better. Xanderhal, as a grown adult to be a man-child, I think beats out all of the other people that are man-children on the internet. Okay? I believe that. Whoa! I believe that. You don't have to believe it, chat. You don't have to. But you're wrong. You're wrong. Alec Gunter, he's a close second. Okay? Alec Gunter is a close second. Kevils returned the blue sky. Man, I wonder what they're talking about over there. Is it sending HRT to kids? Concede. Kiss the ring.
Happy holidays, Chris.
Kiss the ring.
Listen.
Kiss the ring!
Usually Chris sucks at promoting anything to
shit! Bullshit.
Chris sucks at promoting a lot.
I got you on the Brody, the Xanderhal shit. You're a liar.
Listen. 9 times out of 10, Chris
7 out of
at
10.
any point during the day, 9 times out of 10.
See,
we're
he
going
has to
percentages,
preface- he has to
motherfucker.
preface
No.
his concede. He has to
Let me
preface it.
concede. Let me concede. Why are you not letting me concede honorably, you fool?
Just do it. Kiss my ring so I can move on.
You drastically bore me with a lot.
That's crap.
Your Mr. Beast coverage turned out to be boring as fuck. Your fucking spiel about Boblack's boring as fuck. You're
That's
still
a lie.
sweeping for Mudahar.
I didn't sweep. I just fucking said what I wanted to.
But I will not lie. This was probably the most interesting thing you'll ever give me for the next 2 years.
That's total shit. Goodbye.
What are you talking about?
That's total shit. I'll send you something else eventually.
This is right up my fucking what? What could you possibly send me to pique my fucking interest?
Don't worry, we'll talk about it later. Listen, I want to
No,
get.
we don't
I
have to
want, no,
talk
no,
about
no,
shit.
no, no, no. I want to cover Xanderhal. I wanted to do it.
No,
Well,
let's
I
fucking
didn't
do
want
it.
to. I haven't been here in a while. I want to get on this. So I'll
Hey,
talk to
because you fucking
later.
pretended like you had a fucking life.
No, I pretending. Shut up. I'm not arguing with you. I left the call. He's being erratic right now. I'm not dealing with this. Okay, I'm not dealing with him like that. So I need to kind of like explain to you guys why I find Xanderhal so entertaining. The reason I find Xanderhal entertaining is because this man can never, ever take any ownership of himself, his moral inventory, or even just do basic human actions. But Xanderhal can't adult, right? So my thing is, I'm pretty sure Xanderhal's been doing this for a few years now, and I've only done it for 2 years. We're going to come up on 3 years pretty soon. And when I look at somebody like Xanderhal, or like Solari, or Embrace of Shadows, let's just lump them all into a man-child sort of argument here. None of them are actual adults. None of them know how to articulate themselves in a way that makes people want to care. All right? Nobody. These guys can't do it. And I look at them, and I think, wow, if I put all of my chips into the YouTube basket, I'm pretty sure I would have killed myself. Like, if I wasn't doing it as long as Xanderhal, I'm pretty sure I would have killed myself. I would not be able to survive. The one thing I can say about Xanderhal that is a positive is that he still hasn't just blown his brains out yet. For like how pathetic his life is. It's actually entertaining to me how he survived this long. I don't know how he does it. I would have given up. I would have killed myself. It's crazy, but it's true. But a month ago, Xanderhal, mid-live stream, talked about his YouTube channel and where his YouTube channel's going and what he might have to do if the channel doesn't turn around, which is such a horrible thing. Do you want to know what Xanderhal has to do if his channel falls apart, chat? He might have to put the fries in the bag. Horrible. The worst thing a YouTuber could ever admit to is getting a job. God, Zandy.
Helpful, but something I've noticed is, and this is a little bit worrying, but maybe it's not as worrying as I think. Maybe it's just a very temporary lull. Despite the extremely frequent uploads and the keeping to the schedule, video by video views, and engagement for that matter, have dropped substantially.
You're already fucked if you're talking about this publicly, okay? You're already fucked. You're genuinely fucked. Like, you're fucked. It's like, listen, any YouTuber that starts talking like this, just know that their channel is dead. It's dead, it's dead, it's dead. There's no, like, little lull. There's none of that shit. It's dead. The minute the YouTuber starts bitching publicly about it, he is on a downward spiral. There is no coming back from it. Because he's already input into his head that it's over. Like, that right there, it's over. Like, here's an example that what I do, right? I don't stream for like multiple days, sometimes weeks. Sometimes my uploads are random. Sometimes I'll do a talking head video or I'll do a fucking clip video. I'm not consistent. But do I ever bitch to you guys about money, impact of the videos, amount of comments, likes, anything like that? No, because I know that I am going to have people that watch regardless. I don't care about the additional stuff. It's great. I'm happy about those things, but I'm not going to make it your problem. I'm not going to download me being upset about X, Y, and Z and say, oh, the channel's just in a downward spiral. This is on
Diagnosis, skill issue.
Yes.
Treatment plan, McDonald's job application.
But that's like the craziest shit to me is that he looks so defeated. Dude, if you were in this dire of straits, get a job part-time. You can make an additional 1 to 2K a month off of a sales job if you wanted, and plus commission, and make money on YouTube until YouTube starts to get better, and then you can go back to that. I don't get this. Put all your eggs in this one basket. The thing is about me and how I interpret it, because I argued about it with Nick. Well, not an argument. It was more or less a conversation on Core Stream, where we were talking about people that quit their YouTube, quit their jobs to go to full-time YouTube, right? My perspective was I've worked in the workforce since I was 18, even earlier than that, obviously small jobs and shit like that, right? I didn't think about doing YouTube until 2 years ago. Okay, 2.5 years ago is where I started thinking about just doing YouTube for fun. Started doing it, viewership's good, you guys are incredibly supportive, things are going up, and I get a call to join a show. Okay, I get a call to work for a maniac. And after that show ends, we all know how it ended. Once that happened, I tried doing YouTube strictly for about 8 months. I think 9 months, maybe close to a year. I just did straight YouTube. And what I learned from that is not only is it incredibly not viable, even with a consistent audience at a sub count of my size, even people with 100,000 to 200,000 to 300,000, it is not consistent enough. It is not worth it to throw away any sort of other form of income. You should be doing more. You should still be working a job if you have 100,000 subs. I genuinely believe that.
You bit about it, 250 viewers and only 50 likes, lol.
Yeah, but that's a fucking bit. The thing is with Xanderhal, he does it in a way that comes across as begging people. When I say, hey, there's 250 people here like the stream, that's fine. But I'm not going to come to you and go, hey, guys, we only made $10 in donations today. I'm going to have to pack up the channel if you don't start clicking on my videos more to give me more ad revenue. And if you guys keep donating to other creators, I'm going to have to close up shop. You will never hear me say those words. I will never do it. I will leave the internet before I start doing shit like that. You know what I did? Is when that time period that I was solely doing YouTube, right? I took a financial hit. I'm not destitute, I'm not poor, I still lived fine, but I wasn't gaining. I wasn't seeing an increase. The channel was doing good, but for me, I felt like it wasn't enough. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z and put things in certain areas and work on certain different projects to make more money. And I did that. And now I feel more comfortable doing YouTube. And I don't have this lingering cloud over my head of constant depression that Xanderhal seems to have.
If you check this out, you can see newest uploads.
Look at this. I can't imagine showing
Sorry
you
to one
guys this
guy
crap.
you was just joking. Love
No, I
you,
know,
no
dude.
homo.
But this is the thing. If I ever show you this, if I ever show you this page, and it's me complaining about viewership and comments, kill me.
Medallions to Keffels,
Kill me.
Hassan, Xanderhal,
Shoot
all of
me.
these weirdos.
I'm gonna start sending Sonic medallions. True! We should start doing that. This is how fucked this guy is. He is so mentally brain broken that YouTube doesn't like him, or that his audience is dying because people look at him as a loser and only know him as a loser, that he has to make the small dwindling audience he has left feel sympathetic to him. This is dark side Phil tactics. This is Phil tactics. This is not a grown adult. This is somebody who is trying to hold on to the last few bits of relevancy ever, and he will not get that back. Even if he has a 1 million view video, it will never change it. We're money 24 minutes in Xanderhal. I know.
This upload's actually doing all right. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's doing okay. The engagement's not too high though. Only 25 comments. That's pretty bad. The likes.
Do you hear that? Oh god, the viewership not that high, but the engagement's real bad. Only 25 comments. If I ever come to you guys and say, "Hey, could you?" The comments are really bad on this video. You know what I think? Here's my thought process every time I upload a clip. Right? Okay. Every time I upload a clip. Every time. You want to know what I think? Every time I upload a clip and it's 4, 5, 10 out of 10, whatever. You've seen different variations of viewership on my channel if you watch long enough. If I see a 1 out of 10, great. I'm super happy. That just means we have to replicate that in some manner. If I see a 0 out of 10, I look at that and go, what's something that we can change about that? Maybe we could change the thumbnail. Maybe we could change something involving the clip. Maybe we could do a different topic that's a little bit more engaging. Something along those lines. If I look at the comments and I'm like, there's not a lot of people commenting on this one, I need to figure out how to fix that. I don't make it your problem. I don't put it on a live stream channel for all of my A-logs to look at me and laugh at me. I don't do any of that. I don't make it your guys' problem. This is the difference between people with healthy mindsets that do content creation and people that are lol cows, like Xanderhal.
Are all right though, but pretty low comments. This video is actually doing very well comment-wise, but it's still struggling in terms of views, but it is still pretty new. But you can see that some of the newest videos in the last few days, besides...
Also, keep in mind, this guy uploads, unironically, I think 2 to 3 times a day. That is not healthy.
One Batman one. Maybe they're just shitty topics. I don't know. Christian Mac...
It's a shitty topic. I'll be honest. The Batman one, unless you are, like, well-versed in that shit, it's a shit topic.
Mega Shorts, AOC and Tim Walz playing games, the Vatican's new anime mascot, Greasy Chud thinking Batman's woke, Trump's New York rally being so racist he could lose in the election. These videos are all really underperforming, at least compared to the channel's past, despite everything being kept up with.
And notice the viewership here, okay? Look at the sub count that Xanderhal has. 104,000 subscribers, okay? These are numbers of a channel that's supposed to be like 9, 10K, maybe even less than that. Consistent viewership. Look at that. 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 7,000, 5,000, 2,000, 7,000. That discrepancy between the active subs and the active viewers and even YouTube recommended viewers is atrocious. This is something from somebody who has like 7 to 11,000 subscribers.
Would you play a lolco fighting games? Who you main?
Like, this is horrible. Would you play lolcout fighting game? Who would I main? I think I'd main Daniel Larson because he's fucking schizophrenic.
Both in terms of like viewers engaging with the videos when they watch them and the actual view rate. Like they're very low.
Also, notice how Xanderhal doesn't look at the actual page that shows you any sort of rate for that. He just shows you comments and views, the bitch. Then he's gonna go into the actual page.
Rate of people clicking on the videos in order to like when they get them recommended. Like if I actually go to analytics, here let's look at the Lucy video. If we go to reach or overview here, yeah, here we go. If we go to this, you can see that. Wait, here, where's reach? Yeah. Yeah, so you can see the impressions and click-through rate show that about
Oh my god! These metrics are so terrible!
6% of people who saw the video recommended actually clicked it in the first hour, dropped down to 4.2%.
Which means the thumbnail's bad, which means something about what makes it stand out in the recommended tab doesn't look good, Xanderhal. The thing is that Xanderhal's gonna have a lot of cope, okay? If you haven't watched what he says yet, there's a lot of cope.
Noodles type numbers.
Yes,
post breakdown.
that is, got him. That is Def Noodles cope. But like, if you recognize here what is happening, Xanderhal is not understanding that the metrics are fucking atrocious. There are things he's got to change, right? There are actual things he has to change and do better, but he won't. He'll blame it on anything else but that. And I love it. I love it. I love that Xanderhal can't understand this. I love that he's been doing YouTube way longer than me and doesn't understand analytics whatsoever. It really is my favorite. Slug has more personality than Xanderhal is the craziest thing I've heard all year. Holy shit. That is rude. that's more brutal than anything I'll say today. Holy shit. Holy fuck, that's crazy, dude. Oh, that's fucking rough.
0.6.
Please show this. What is this? Oh yeah, Leon's making a Xanderhal video. If you want to watch a Slanderhal video with a grown man that is losing his shit, watch Leon's video.
And 3.6, 4%, 2.7%, 3.8%, 2.8%. So it's not even just YouTube demoting my videos more. People are clicking my videos less. And there's very few dislikes. Yeah, very few dislikes. No one's unsubbing. So I don't know if it's...
That's because the main viewership on your channel is not as engaged anymore. You've lost so much of your active viewership. From your fights with Demon Mama, with your fights with Keffals, the fights with Shoe on Head, your erratic actions, your constant bitching, everyone's pointing out how bad of a fucking debater you are, the leaked DMs with Sherry, the fight with White Nervosa, and BreadTube is dying. It's dead. It's in the ground. The whole political streamer shit is dead. Like, yes, Hassan and the larger guys are doing just fine, like Destiny and fucking Loaderbox and the rest of them. But people like you, Xanderhal, that were co-writers of people like Vosh, will not succeed. You're dying.
It's just people are dipping out of my channel or what, but I can say that engagement from fans has been lower in the last few days, like substantially so. And on top of that, the video performance has been doing worse. Prob should have commented that. If you don't leave comments in the new videos, then that would explain it. If you're one of many people.
Did you? Oh, you hear that? He's like, one of the chatters was like, man, I'm not really putting a lot of comments in. And he goes, yeah, that's your fault. Did you not see him? Like, look at that face. Look at that face. He's like, yeah, you in particular, you chatter did not write a comment for me, and you didn't help me in the algorithm. Look, that is the face of a man that is like, oh, I found one? Perfect. That'll be another random comment that I can own there. And then maybe I'll make him feel bad enough to comment on my YouTube channel.
We're not getting notices from YouTube. That makes sense. If a lot of you guys just can't get notifications from YouTube, there's nothing I can do. The channel, sometimes YouTube just decides to execute channels and will not tell your most hardcore fans you're live. So I understand that. That's why the Discord...
That's not a thing. YouTube's just always been inconsistent about notifications. I'm pretty sure half of the people that show up to my streams when I just do them unannounced aren't from notifications. They're either from Twitter, where I put the link out, which I forgot to do, or it's in the Discord, or you see it in the recommended or something. Or you're skipping between different streamers, and you're like, oh, Chris is live, finally, and you click on my thing. That is it! And it's crazy that Xanderhal is like looking at that chatter and going, you didn't comment on my video.
It exists. We're like, you can actually see, by the way, there's a separate analytics section where the majority of my views come from Discord. From people.
That is bad. Like, yeah, it's good you have, like, an established base of, like, 200 plus people that are willing to watch just out of Discord. Yeah. But, like, I mean, it's good, but you shouldn't be relying on the Discord. You should be looking at new avenues of new forms of content. If you're noticing that the BreadTube bullshit is dying, maybe evolve. Maybe do something different. Maybe experiment with different kinds of videos on your YouTube channel. Maybe try to change up the thumbnails. Maybe try to add more personality, Xanderhal, instead of just being a whiny bitch. Like, dude, what? What the fuck?
People clicking the Discord notifications, not from YouTube, suggestions, or like pop-ups in the subfeed. So the Discord server is pretty much what is solely keeping the YouTube channel going right now in terms of new viewers, or not new viewers, but returning viewers. Because
that is so bad to rely on Discord for returning viewers.
YouTube's just not telling you guys when I go live or upload. So that's pretty rough. Hopefully the stint of YouTube hating the channel ends, but if it doesn't, I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. If it doesn't, by the end of the year, channel's done.
His channel's done. It's over. It's a month ago, and he's still doing the same shit. And then he also bitches in another live stream about how his channel's doing. So it's done. It's done. Xanderhal's cooked. It's over. This is the final hurrah of Xanderhal. Complaining to the end. Complaining. Instead of doing anything about it. Instead of being more engaging. Instead of giving the audience what they want. He is just the bullshit. He is literally just eating bullshit and going, man, I wish I could stop eating bullshit. I wish I could stop eating shit. Xanderhal, put the shit down and try something different. Cook yourself a real meal. Make some real content for yourself. Add some personality. Stop eating shit.
Legit. Like, if YouTube doesn't, like, let the channel live, if it decides to keep...
Lay off my former base Twitter mutual, Chris. You know what's crazy? I don't think anyone knows this. Even though I hated Xanderhal, right? Thank you, Ahsoka, for upgrading to the Chads. Appreciate the memberships. They are important. Here's something really funny. Here's some ChrisTheNarc lore, like early lore. All right, when me and Tipster were still cool. Xanderhal said something about, like, pedophiles should die. Maybe. I don't remember the exact situation, but it was something against pedophiles, which, obviously, pedophiles should die, okay? Pedophiles should die. Easy answer. Now, when Xanderhal said that, somebody who was an oil baron to him, like somebody who donated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to Xanderhal, demanded that Xanderhal refund them back thousands of dollars because he was pro-map. Like, he was pro-pedophile or whatever. And me and Tipster went to bat for Xanderhal. I forgot about that until I was just thinking of all the dumb shit Xanderhal's ever done. And that's like the one thing that just popped into my memory banks. Like, we were on Twitter, like, in the trenches fighting this pro-pedophile before Xanderhal blocked me on Twitter. Just because Toast the Vice said former base Twitter mutual.
This going at the rate that we're going well before the end of the year. The channel's not going to be viable anymore.
The channel's not going to be viable anymore. Dude, the channel wasn't viable from what you are going to say here. It hasn't been viable for years. There's a point in the next live stream that I'm going to show you where he says the whole time that I have been doing YouTube, I'm not kidding. He says, I have never been able to successfully put away any of my money to savings. How long has Xanderhal been doing content? How long? Years.
He
Years.
was a Xander fan.
The man has been unable to redivest his money into savings for years. He's been living paycheck to paycheck on YouTube. Why? Why would you do that?
Well before the end of the year, I'll have to go the way of Cirrus. I'm sorry, guys, but YouTube has been actively making changes as of late to make
Also, Xanderhal just totally misrepresented this other creator here. This creator that he's talking about said, I'm going to retire from live streaming. And he's just making video essays now. So nothing. He's still on YouTube. Maybe fair, he didn't use a bank. Remember, he stored all of his money in PayPal? Yes, the greatest fucking moment in YouTube history is when he got his PayPal.
things damn near impossible
The bagger of a lifetime.
to be a small lefty creator. It's everybody's got to chip in with their likes and their comments, or it just doesn't.
What do you mean it's impossible to be a small lefty creator? Anybody can grift off of a side politically. Anybody could do it. Anybody. Any motherfucker with like 2 brain cells to rub together can do the political grift stuff. The difference between people that make it big and make big money is the fact that you're entertaining or that you know what the fuck you're talking about. Xanderhal doesn't. Xanderhal one time got tricked into debating a genocide of retarded people on the moon. This dude is not built for talking about political unrest in the United States or how socialism's good and how taxes work and how economics work. This is not a dude that should be talking about that when he got tricked into supporting retard genocide. What I look at this as, and this I learned the hard lesson. As a YouTuber, you should not be doing YouTube full time unless you have consistently like 20 to 40,000 people or 50,000 people that watch you on average. Or you have 1 million subs. You should be working another job. You should be putting money in other places. You should never just bank on YouTube. Dumbest shit of all time.
Work. It's why Cirrus recently quit YouTube.
That's a lie.
He recently had to step
Not even a lie. It's just him being retarded again.
away because despite grinding as hard as he could, the engagement and the support from YouTube just wasn't enough. So I'm hoping we don't have to go that way. I'm going to keep grinding like crazy, and so is my editor. But if it gets to that point, then there's not much I'll be able.
Fire your editor. How about that? Fire your editor. Here is a huge expense that Xanderhal can do. Fire the editor. I have editors because I'm lazy, but I have enough money that I can afford them. Xanderhal should just be live streaming all the time, clipping out the subject matter and doing it himself. Fire him. Fire the editor. You have an expense that you can't afford. You should rehire Cherry so they both go broke. That would be funny. Should Xanderhal work a sales job or tech support job? Okay, like Toastify. I think Xanderhal, okay, if you want me to be real, I've worked like all kinds of fucking jobs, right? I've done like retail, sales work, construction work, all that shit. I've worked on farms, I've worked on archaeological projects. I've done a litany of things. Xanderhal, if he was to go into the sales force, would not survive. He would be fired in less than a month. If I had Xanderhal's resume in front of me and he came in and said, hey, I'm a great talker, I'm personable, I'm all these things, and showed me his resume, just by looking at him and hearing his cadence, I would be like, you will be fired in less than a month. I will fire you myself. Because he has no way of being a sales guy. Zero. He has no actual personality. He has no way to relate to other people because he is so warped in his perception of reality that he can't understand the normal fucking American. It's impossible. He would be fired by any sales job instantaneously. So unless he goes to work for AT&T responding to tickets, he can't get a job. And even then, they require like some form of training. You have to pay $300 just to take a course for those jobs. He ain't gonna do it. He can't even afford groceries. You think he can afford a $300 payment for a test every time? Yeah, fuck off.
What to do, guys? YouTube is kind of the arbiter of everything, and the only way you guys can change that algorithm is to engage. Cirrus is still making videos, though. That's good to hear.
So you just totally misrepresented Cirrus.
YouTube has been doing it to almost all lefty creators. That's true, yeah.
No, it's not. It's literally not true. Dave Packman, still doing really well. Kyle Kalinske, still doing really well. Destiny, still doing really well. Loaderbox, still doing very well. The Young Turks, as much as they're a clown show, they're still doing consistently well. What is this arbitrary bullshit that Xanderhal's put in his head that YouTube hates lefty creators now? When did that happen? When? If they did, Destiny would be banned already or like delisted on everything. What is he talking about?
Yeah. Not only that, the constant coverage of politics is hurting Cirrus's mental health. I can imagine that's a pretty negative impact too, yeah.
You can't imagine. Are you kidding? Bro, look at your body! Look at everything about you! AIDS patient? Covering politics makes you go insane. Covering politics rots you to your core. You stop being a human. You start looking like this! You start looking like you have debilitating cancer rates. Christ, I would hate covering politics. Holy shit. I don't think any real job will let you cash checks into your Steam wallet. True? Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure you could get... No, paychecks can't be sent to PayPal either. That's fucking stupid.
I saw that, Tommy Brunel. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, Arnold is based. Like, even though he ran as a Republican when he was governor of California, he has constantly been based.
Let's talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dude. Yeah, he ran as... There's always that caveat. You can't just say, yeah, Arnold was a great guy. He did good things. He's a great man. He has to add the caveat of being like, well, he was a Republican, but yeah, he's still based, you know? Can't you just say that Arnold's awesome? Why do you have to preface everything with Republican, Democrat? You're so politics brained. It's gross.
Whoa! Xander needs to do a pod with Dan Burst. Basement guys.
He has a Magic the Gathering channel now? Cool. Pug, knowing YouTube now, that's probably going to succeed more than political content will, on the left.
On the left. Dude. Oh! Do you understand how oversaturated, like, a Magic the Gathering channel is on YouTube? It's crazy. Like, unless that guy's entertaining, he's not going to cut it. I hate when people blame this. It's like, oh, the commentary community gets delisted. Oh, the politics community gets delisted. Oh, YouTube hates this community. YouTube hates that community. If YouTube hated all of these communities, how come other content creators that are way more massive still consistently hit numbers?
In his vape pen for rotting his brain.
Why not? Why aren't they delisted? Why are their viewership like 4 times higher than everyone else? It's because they're more entertaining. It's because they put in the work. It's because they upload daily. It's because they actually care about the algorithm changes. Those people are on the ball. People like Xanderhal and people like Xanderhal are not. Is that Xander's fault? I blame the microplastics in his vape pen for rotting his brain. I just think it's all the methamphetamines that he is allegedly doing.
Yeah, it could have something to do with the current YouTube CEO being friends with Elon Musk.
Aren't there a lot of actors who are right-leaning who are historically remembered as significant figures in media? What's the point of bringing up the political leaning? Because he's an idiot.
That probably has a pretty like strong negative impact. But like, once again, it's not just YouTube. Is there a way where I can see?
Come on, Xander.
Is there a way where I can see? It's a lefty content viewer problem, too. For instance, not even everyone watching the stream right now has hit the like button. We have less likes than we have current...
What? Hold on.
Like, strong negative impact. But, like, once again, it's not just YouTube. Is there a way where I can see... Is there a way where I can see... It's a lefty content viewer problem, too.
It's a lefty viewer content problem, too. First he blames YouTube, now he's blaming the audience that watches his bullshit. Did you hear that? It went from like, oh, well, YouTube hates leftist creators, to now you guys as lefty viewers are apathetic and aren't doing enough to help my YouTube channel. You guys aren't putting in the work. What the fuck? You do realize you are pissing off viewers now. You do realize that annoys them, right?
For instance, not even everyone watching the stream right now has hit the like button. We have less likes than we have current viewers on the stream. And the stream's views in total are 1,100, which means...
You were streaming 2 hours, dude. Oh my god.
Less than like little over 10%, sorry, of people who've gone into the stream today chose to hit the like button, despite it taking...
Wait, I just realized. He did that for 2 hours. He's only got 1,000?
Half a second. That is what kills so many lefty YouTube channels. Just like the low rate of voting participation among progressives.
Voter apathy contributes to my YouTube channel. The fact that leftists don't vote in the upcoming elections is indicative because they don't like my YouTube channel. They don't watch my videos. They don't comment. They don't like the live stream. The reason Donald Trump won is because nobody likes Xanderhal's live streams.
They also think their likes and their comments don't count when there's millions that are being included in an algorithm to account for things, and so they don't get involved. And so lefty channels have always had really low engagement and had a really hard time existing online, like going back to the beginning, because lefties don't click things, they don't engage, they don't vote, they don't make their voice heard because they're just one person. How could you...
You can say the same thing about, like, Republicans? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you actually talking about?
Whoa! I make more money as a 9/5 than this pro streamer.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about? He says it's like, oh, it's a lefty thing. It's because it's one person. Every one of the people in there are their own individual person. Some of them are lazy. Some of them don't want to hit the like button. Some of them just want to watch and give no money. That is fine. Why are you making this a problem? Why are you complaining like a fucking petulant child, Xanderhal?
YouTube being bad be Elon's fault? The current CEO of YouTube is friends with Elon Musk, as in is a very right-leaning conservative. Don't click things, they don't engage, they don't vote, they don't make their voice heard because they're just one person. How could YouTube being bad be Elon's fault? The current CEO of YouTube is friends with Elon Musk, as in is a very right-leaning conservative. I hit the like button. Thank you, Perry Ice.
Are you trying to say, this is me reading into it, but to be honest, based on how he's been complaining, are you insinuating that because the new CEO is friendly with Elon Musk, that the YouTube CEO went into the algorithm, told the algorithm room, told all the employees there, you know what? I'm friends with Elon. You need to stop pushing leftist creators. Lefty channels, lefty viewership, lefty videos. We're not going to put them in recommended anymore. It's because I'm friends with Elon. And I want to keep being friends with Elon. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean? I've already talked about it, Hornet, very briefly. I already pushed everyone to the Cope and Seethe video. Basically, Beckett said everything I wanted to say in a really tight video that if I had an ounce of talent, I would have made.
Fire, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's just if you're wondering, like, why does YouTube kill channels like this? It's partially because YouTube just makes these decisions. It's partially because as a content creator, you gotta scream and beg.
Neil Moham worked. Yeah, he was. He was working. Wasn't he working under Susan at one point, Spondyle?
I miss when the internet
I could have
was just
swore.
for dog videos.
But like Xanderhal's entire mindset is that the Republicans are actively sabotaging leftist creator channels because Elon Musk
to do this to just him.
What the fuck does that even mean? YouTube has always been like a platform that the fucking right hates. They are super friendly to the left. They don't let people come on live stream and just say whatever the fuck they want. They don't let them make videos wherever they want. That's why Rumble exists. He was a CPO working with not only with YouTube but Google. So he understands like everything, but the whole aspect that he's best friends with Elon will somehow cause a spiderweb effect to destroy lefty channels is so stupid.
And fall to your knees and offer free blowjobs to get like 5 extra likes. Because no one thinks that their like or comment counts, or they're too lazy. It's either one of those two things generally. And
you do realize that most people don't want to do any of that because they just don't feel like it, right? They don't have to. There is no set thing that you could tell someone to say, hey, you need the comment. You need the comment. Hey, like. Like, you could ask people and say, hey, can you like the stream? There's like 200 people here. We're at 58. Okay. But if a YouTube video doesn't perform well and people don't like the goddamn video, there's nothing you can do about it. If people don't want to comment on your video, there's nothing to do about it. You're not creating a space for people to engage with multiple different viewpoints that cause more comments to come through. I have videos of mine with hundreds of comments, and those are ones that worked really well, but it also was full of people with dissenting opinions about myself, the video, the viewers. They hated the idea that I shit. Like an example, they hated on the idea that I shit on Synthetic Man. That comment section's a war zone because I made a video and a live stream that pissed off a lot of people. You don't do that. You don't make it engaging for people.
Ask the GunTubers how they are treated.
Dude, that's crazy. That's another thing. Xanderhal is like platforming this is like, oh, YouTube hates the right. Gun YouTubers can't even show guns in their videos anymore, I'm pretty sure. They have to blur out like certain aspects of like certain kinds of guns. They have to make sure that they have certain kinds of rounds. They can't use like really crazy ammunition anymore. They have to blur certain weapons. Like, it's a mess. But for some reason, Xanderhal believes that YouTube hates the leftists more. So that man's brigaded that video. That's fine. That's more engagement. But Xanderhal doesn't make an actual argument to things. He doesn't actually care about these things. He's just going through the motions.
And so they don't participate, and then thousands of people think that, and then, yeah. Anyway, just thought I'd talk about it, just in case in the coming months, the channel has to be retired, and I am forced to leave the internet and go work at, like, McDonald's or something.
Put the fries in the bag! Put them in the bag, you fucking AIDS patient! You need to go work at McDonald's to pay off all the medical debt for your AIDS surgery, bro.
Because while we are uploading more than ever at the current rate, if the channel doesn't hit, like, a day where we actually gain views instead of lose views, then we're going to... It's just not going to be viable, guys. Don't know what to tell you. Will you keep the server up? Probably not. You guys are already acting like the channel's dead. Damn.
Because it is dead! You're already acting like it's dead! It is! Me and you average the same amount of live viewers, Xanderhal. I'm at 11,000 subscribers. I average the same amount of numbers that you do for clips and videos. At 11,000 subscribers, your channel is dead. It is dead. Your audience already knows it's dead. They're telling you it's dead. Yes! Yes, your channel's dead!
I can guess what you guys are expecting to happen.
Yeah, they're expecting you to put the fries in the bag. Look at that face. Look at him. Look at that face, dude. That's the face of a man that is going to have his whole life ripped up out of the ground, and he has to go back to the work. He has to go to the workforce. He's got to get a job.
Don't worry, I'll have a spot for you in my concentration camp. Thanks, Pastor Huckleberry, aka conservative class pet.
Xanderhal already looks like, I'm not kidding, he already looks like he went through the Holocaust and just got out of it. He looks like he was in a concentration camp. They didn't feed him. And he looks like somebody that just left the camps and were saved by the Allies. He looks just like that. I half expect a tattoo right here with numbers to show up on his wrist one day.
Worst timeline, Trump wins, Xan kills the channel. Xan is last seen at McDonald's, real. Although to be fair, Trump winning
funniest timeline
is a scenario where I'm probably...
Does Xanderhal have actual AIDS? I love that all of us saying that Xanderhal has AIDS has started to infect, like, everybody who knows who Xanderhal is.
More likely for the channel to survive, to be fair. It's strange to see views drop so much right before the election, too. It makes me think that YouTube, like, days before the election, decided to shut down the engagement and the, like, recommendations for as much left-wing content as they can.
That's not what happened. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. I have no political leanings either way, okay? I don't care. I don't. I can't
could
care.
rebrand and talk about something he likes.
I could care less about politics, okay? I could care less. But the reason that nobody gave a fuck about lefty people is because all of you were sucking off Kamala Harris. Kamala sucked. They should have had a real primary with a real candidate that actually was chosen by the people. Not Kamala. Kamala sucked. That's why nobody gave a shit about the lefty creators trying to platform Kamala and Joe Biden. Like, bro, that's not YouTube's fault. That's the American people's fault.
A Trump presidency would equal a lot more money for YouTube, and we know what scummy bullshit Google has done.
YouTube's gonna make more money with Donald Trump in office. No! He almost got rid of net neutrality. That would have fucked over so many companies in the sphere of the internet. What are you talking about?
Behind the scenes with their search algorithm. So maybe it's just after the election, things will go back to normal, but until the election, lefty content might be down, like, demoted.
Does he really believe that Google just sits there and goes, man, there's an election coming up, and we want Donald Trump to win. We're going to pull down, there's a lever. There's a bunch of levers in the office that Neil sits in, and Neil's going, which community should we kill before the election? It looks like the Republicans are going to make us a lot of money. Let's pull the leftist lever down and just say, fuck it. All your channels are done. He stands up and he just pulls the lever. And then boom, all leftist channels and videos are completely out of the algorithm. What the fuck is he talking about?
So to say. Zan, I've learned a lot from you, my man. It would be a shame if this channel shuts down. Really hope it doesn't come to that. Well, something you're going to learn very quickly from the online space is that nuance is in very short supply and very low demand. You should always...
Bro, you could get a job and still do YouTube. It's not hard. It's not difficult. You can do it. You just need to crop out a schedule based around your work schedule. It's not hard. It's not difficult. Get a job, work the schedule around your job. If you have to take a couple of days off to work the job, that's fine. People that really like to watch you will still tune in.
Become a drama channel, you'd probably get canceled less. You could all, yeah, if I just became a drama channel, that'd be funny. Nah.
Do it! Oh, Xanderhal, please. Please do it. Please do it. Please do it. Please. Please, 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 please. Rip off Chud and become a drama streamer. I'm begging you. I would kill multiple people to see Xanderhal cover drama content. I want his take on the Mr. Beast stuff. I'd kill multiple people to see that happen.
I'd probably want to go like...
This morning you gonna get most, Pat. Oh yeah. This is peak Twitter right here. Someone bitches making wild accusations. The person who the accusations are made come in the person that started it. Nah, shit out of hands. I love Twitter. Yeah, this dude was pro-pedophile.
Chan should rebrand.
This dude
was a comic.
This dude is pro-pedophile that was making these tweets.
When viewers was low, now he doing great.
Yeah.
Chan rebrand.
Xanax won't do it. My landlord needs to come and fix my heat. We've been having heating problems, but I can't believe those tweets still exist. But listen, that guy I was arguing against to defend Xanderhal was pro-pedophile. So, like, the deleted tweets are from Tipster, probably. But yeah, no, like, there was a whole fight that me, Tipster, and Xanderhal, like, teamed up one time, like, years ago. No, these are the deleted tweets from the pro-pedophile guy. Because right here, you can see Saggy Melons responding to them, and that's how me and Tipster and Xanderhal saw all this stuff. Still funny.
Retire from YouTube if things got too unviable in the next month or two, and or even the next few weeks, the rate that it's going. If things get
next few weeks
like too unviable, I'd probably go and like either edit for other YouTubers or probably do a job that involves working outside because I like outdoors.
Chat, one's in the chat if Xanderhal is gonna go out into the workforce and work on a construction site or outside or tree logging or working on a farm. Do you think Xanderhal with his AIDS patient body is going to do any of those things? Do you think he's going to do an outside hard labor job? He isn't! He isn't! I'm just letting you know now, he's not. He's not. Nobody's going to take him on fucking anything looking like that. No way in hell.
But I'm doing everything in my power to keep things going, even expanding streams to be 8 hours long.
Oh no.
In order to make sure that we're able to get by.
So you're working for less money. Oh, you're working for less money. I do not have the same hairline. I do not. Xanderhal's is way farther back than mine. His, okay, I have to fucking prove this right now because it's gonna bug me. If I've never seen Xanderhal go like this. I've never seen that. So if he does that and his hairline is the same as mine, I will commit suicide. If somebody donates Xanderhal to like pull his hair back and show everyone how bald he is, I will give up.
Hope, guys.
I have a similar haircut? Fuck. My barber fucked my shit up. I'm just gonna shave my head bald.
Nah, Grazitriton, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Hold on. No, I don't. He has like this weird puff here, and it's like leading into all of this aspect right here. What are you talking about? I do not have the same hairline. Don't gaslight me.
Just, if you want to support the channel. I appreciate it. There are many free ways to do so, and I'm gonna keep grinding like crazy. And if the channel is able to succeed, it'll succeed. Is this doom posting? I'm not really doom posting. I'm mostly just...
You're doom posting. You're literally doom posting.
Being open with you guys about the state of the channel. I've never been tight-lipped about when the channel's doing well or when it's doing poorly. Like, I've always been open about that.
You need to stop being open about this. Stop being open about your channel dying. Because it just brings more people who think you're funny to laugh at, like myself, to come pick your bones like the vulture that I am, Xanderhal.
So, just letting you guys know. Oh, man, I don't have a water. Oh, God. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab myself a water. I'll be back in just...
Oh, God. Alright, is he gonna keep talking?
I was thirsty. Needed something. Nah. You guys don't need to conspire on how to farm views on my stuff. I just appreciate it when you watch my stuff, or if you do watch...
$50 says somebody's gonna sub-view. He's gonna get bot-viewed.
my stuff, you guys leave a comment and a like. It takes half a second. You can just say algo gods. It helps a lot. And YouTube does demote content that gets views with... Okay, there is something worse than a lack of a view on a YouTube video. If anyone wants to aspire to do YouTube, you'll want to know this. The worst thing for your YouTube video is to get a lot of views and for those viewers to leave right away. So like, let's say they stick around for 10 seconds, get bored, and then leave, and they don't leave a like or a dislike or a comment. If you get like a wave of people like that on a video right when it uploads, YouTube, that video is dead in the water. It will never succeed. It's done. It's dead. You might as well delete it.
What is he talking about? If there's a large influx of people that are watching, even if it's for a couple of seconds to a minute or two, that still pushes it up for people that are actually interested to watch it longer. It gets pushed up in the algo. People are more interested in it. People start leaving comments and likes and shit. Like, what are you talking about? That is what you want to happen.
It's hurting your channel more than it's helping. So that is a thing to know about how YouTube's algorithm treats YouTube channels. Can we use this knowledge to kill channels we don't like? Sadly, no. No.
Oh my god!
There is no way to reliably kill a channel you don't like unless you were already a fan of that channel. It's more of like a reality of like, I mean, it's happened to me. Let me talk about one of my, oh god, dude. Oh.
I just got here another DSP. I love all these people that are just piling in that have no idea who Xanderhal is. And the first thing that they hear out of his mouth, they immediately go, this sounds like Phil. This sounds like Darkside Phil. Yes, we are dealing with a anorexic AIDS patient version of Darkside Phil.
Man, this shit makes me so sad. I'm gonna fucking cry thinking about it. Who here knows about the creatures? Who remembers the creatures? Let me bring up their YouTube channel. I'm literally tearing...
I love that everybody's just like, Phil.
Up with nostalgia right now. Who remembers the creatures?
God, he's so boring. He's so boring.
These guys are my genuine goats. This is now an archive channel now, because they no longer exist. They've been disbanded 7 years now, good god. Now,
why?
You'll notice...
What? Why did they disband Xanderhal? Is it because there was a drama that happened with the creatures?
If I sort by popular, their peak was like 9 to 10 years ago. 12 to 9 years ago. They had like this massive peak where everyone loved them. They had a massive fan base, right? But then some things started to change. You know, there was like a lot of changes, especially with YouTube.
I have no idea about Darkside Phil. You should watch King Sly. You should watch King Sly's live streams then about Phil. You'll be entertained.
At the time. And the viewership dropped to a level where, for the most part, it was unsustainable, and they had to end the channel. The last video...
That's not only what happened. Apparently, from what I understand, they also had differences behind the scenes, and there was dramas behind the scenes. So it wasn't just the channel was dying. It was they also had a blowout. So Xanderhal's making it out like, oh, the algorithm killed their channel. No, it's not just the algorithm.
If only I had been more supportive.
Kora, one of the main guys, got Yoko Ono. Yeah, so they had an internal strife within the company in of itself, and then it ruined the channel. But Xanderhal's making it out like the channel was killed by YouTube. That's what he's making it out to be, which isn't the case.
And I was one of those people. I didn't like or comment on most of these videos back then because I was a kid and I didn't understand how the algorithm worked or why it was valuable. And I look back at it and I'm like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have stopped watching their videos.
The room was awful. That's why it's great.
You need to do oh hi Tommy when meeting him.
That's so... Yeah, just do the thing he says that everyone does to him.
Persistently, because now the creatures are gone, and I go back and I watch their stuff and I miss them, and it's 7 years now. But YouTube is a evil, evil bitch, and even I have lost some of my favorite creators to the torrent that is YouTube's constantly changing landscape. And they're not the only ones. There are other content creators out there like Skitscape and Fod, some of my OG favorites who it just takes couple months of YouTube fucking you over, and they're gone.
Didn't he already
hyped.
try to become a drama tuber and got blown out by
No.
Mac on Orgy RFC?
So he didn't try to be a drama tuber. So here's the thing that everyone kind of like messes up with the Xanderhal story. Xanderhal was still doing political based content, right? Like he was the leftist YouTuber. He tried to infiltrate the commentary community to pill them on being leftists so that leftist talking points would be used in drama where there is no need for politics to be brought in when you're talking about drama content. That is what his ultimate goal was, and he failed miserably. And Willie Mac Show verbally raped him.
On forever, and I miss these creators a lot.
Now, Willie didn't do phenomenal in it, by the way. He didn't do great, but he basically beat a retarded child.
So on the creator side, it's just luck if your channel lives or dies. There are things you can do.
It was super gay. He said it loud and proud that he wanted to infiltrate the drama community
to keep it up, but there are stints where YouTube loves your channel. This happened a month ago. YouTube loved my channel, was like constantly shilling my old videos out to people, and I was getting comments nonstop on like my older popular videos. It was very clear YouTube was in a mode of liking my channel, and then there are times where YouTube is like purging 100 subs a day of inactive people from my sub feed, or from my sub count, and my videos are doing badly like right now. This will probably just last a week, full disclosure, but
It might just last a week. I don't know, buddy. This is a whole month, and then your live stream 4 days ago is going to tell us a different story, buddy.
It happens, you know? Sometimes YouTube kills channels. I'm just warning you guys. It could be happening. It might not be.
Imagine talking about pedos and stopping to talk about Kamala's policies. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Gatsberry, for the 1 month. A tale of stepping out of line and getting too deep. True.
There are ways to prevent it if it is, and to make things get better, so I'm just letting you guys know.
The only content I've seen from this guy is when you show us him throw up on stream. It's so based.
You need a backup plan because the fact that this could happen. There are no backup plans, guys, with YouTube. You have to.
There's no backup plans with YouTube. None. Guys, there are no backup plans ever when you're doing YouTube content. Yeah, there are. There are 50 backup plans. You could, if you have a really good month on YouTube, you can take some of that money, subsidize it into something else, stocks, home, whatever. You can put it into an IRA that you set up for yourself. You can get a job! You go to the casino, for fuck's sake. Like, all these things, you can do those things. You can do it. It's not hard.
Have an option outside of YouTube, which I do, thankfully. Perry Icefire, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Says, whenever you can, please read staff chat, starting at my ping message. Also, please don't leave us. I'll try to support you no matter what. I'm not like, you don't gotta beg me not to leave or anything. It's just, it is just a situation of YouTube being bitchy. I appreciate any extra support.
It's not just YouTube being bitchy. It's your core audience have left you. No one likes you.
Okay, what's this message say? For those who are complaining about the mods during the stream, it was a vote to minimize brain rot term.
Okay, so basically now there's going to be an internal drama involving the mods. Oh, chat. This right here is the ultimate cope of all time. Now realize that this was a month ago, on November 1st of 2024. This is a whole month later, December 4th of 2024. Keep that in mind.
Hunter Biden should not have gotten in trouble for the things he got in trouble for.
All ChrisTheNarc lore. What did I do now? True! I still stand by that statement.
It is objectively true that in any other
I still stand by that statement. True!
Circumstance, the things he was charged with, the worst he would have gotten would have been like a fine or community service. Legitimately, like a fine or community service is the worst thing on the table for anyone else but Hunter Biden. But because he
Wait a minute, where's the part where he's bitching about his fucking channel? How do I not have this timestamp set up?
That not all MLs are tankies is a tanky. Trying to build that distinction. Or trying to create a distinction where
Hold on.
Cash Patel will be the use to some...
I fucked up! It's an hour and 15 minutes. Thank you, Leon.
Hormone medications cover HRT, ED medicine, insulin, thyroid medicine, psych meds, birth control, anxiety/depression meds, ADHD meds. Yeah, I think they're looking to ban HRT specifically for trans people. Not like they're currently planning how they can target trans people by eliminating their rights. The Supreme Court is.
What? When did that happen?
Don't worry, I'm doing a whole segment about it today. Anyway, thank you for the $5, Delancer. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. We have made $5 so far this stream.
It's an hour and 15 minutes. It's an hour and 15 18 minutes into his live stream. I'm sorry, that's too fucking funny. It sounded so passive aggressive. Oh, oh my god, that's so bad. I'm at $84, dude. I'm at $84 through super chats so far. And it's been an hour and 18 minutes. I'm at the same amount of time Xanderhal's been live. And I'm close to his $300 goal for his fucking stream, dude. That's so funny.
Hey guys, what other streamers are you all donating your money to? What the fuck?
I did not hear this last time. Excuse me?
Hey guys, what other streamers are you all donating your money to? What the fuck?
Imagine, okay. Imagine this. Imagine what I'm about to do here, okay? I go live, and I don't have, like, a day. That's, like, my normal donate goal, which I don't really have a goal. In my head, I have, like, a set amount that I would like to get, but I never put that on you guys, nor do I care to tell you what that number is. To be honest, we hit it every time, so there's no reason for me to bitch. But the thing is that imagine if I had one day, or like a handful of days, I wasn't getting the dono shit, right? And I said, why are you guys donating to Nicholas Diorio and not to me? That is essentially what he's doing. He's asking everybody, what other streamers do you donate to? Because I'm not making that money. What the fuck? Just be happy that you even got the $5, you fucking leech.
I'm just joking.
Cope laugh. Hard cope. God, I wish I could smoke cigarettes. I miss smoking cigarettes.
Birth control is probably on the chopping block as soon as they can. Oh, for sure. Birth control, abortions. $5 a month!
No way. Someone in chat said it. $5 a month. Oh, no. Here we go.
$5 a month. No, listen, Wingo's always coming in clutch. Wingo donates every stream.
There's a bunch of people in chat going $5 a month!
Wingo's goated. We love Wingo.
Oh yeah, tell Tommy I said hi.
Shout out to Wingo. Trump already admitted he would go after hospitals that have endocrinologists as part of the anti-trans tantrum. Yep, indeed.
God, you're so boring, Xander.
The only streamer I donate money to is Xan-based. Now, in all seriousness, though, I think it's important to recognize where the left is also at a disadvantage in that what fundamentally is the group advocating for? And
what? I'm curious. Okay, I wanted to hear him bitch about his YouTube channel. But I'm so curious what group is disenfranchised on the left or like not working for the left.
Too. Like what audience would a progressive figure be generally appealing to?
Yeah. Come on.
A natural level, just by default.
Yeah, who is the left appealing to? No one.
The disenfranchised. Like across the board, just the disenfranchised. People who don't tend to have a lot of extra money, right? And so with the right, whose entire thing is defending the interests of the wealthy and the powerful, they have the support of the wealthy and the powerful. We do not. And even in regards to grassroots support, we have the grassroots support of people who don't really have a lot of extra income to supply grassroots support. And so that's why I think, man, I hope the left can actually rival the right's
it's wrong!
misinformation machine they've built. I am genuinely skeptical that we can, though. I'm genuinely
You're my favorite chatter now.
skeptical that even algorithmically we can. But hey, it's totally free to leave a like, so I highly recommend you do that.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I am genuinely skeptical that we can, though. I'm genuinely skeptical that even algorithmically we can. But
wait,
support of people who don't really have a lot of extra income to supply grassroots support. And so that's why I think, man.
Is he trying to say that the content he panders to, he is considering himself a grassroots creator? Yeah, he literally just called his viewers like pseudo poor. He's like, yeah, well, we leverage ourselves to disenfranchise people that don't have the money to do these things, just like in government, but I can apply that to me. He literally just called his viewers poor.
I hope the left can actually rival the right's misinformation machine they've built. I am genuinely skeptical that we can, though. I'm genuinely skeptical that even algorithmically we can. But hey, it's totally free to leave a like, so I highly recommend you do that.
What a transition. I love it.
Nick D, thank you for the $10 donation. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you, since I've been giving Westside...
Reminder, the Dems spent $1 billion on ads. 3 times Repubs.
Yeah.
Nick D, thank you for the $10 donation. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you, since I've been giving Westside Tyler most of my money. Makes sense, makes sense.
Imagine complaining about money. You make a joke about who are you donating to other than me, and someone tells you, yeah, I've been donating all of my money to this other streamer because I don't want you that much. They give all their money to Westside Tyler. Oh god. Did you say the part where Nick D? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not gonna make up that rumor.
Makes sense. There's gonna be more streamers entering the space.
Entertaining streamers entering the space. Now, you could have your opinions about Tyler all you want, but if I had to, like, say one thing about Tyler, Tyler's 50 times more entertaining than fucking Xanderhal. A fucking wet blanket is more entertaining than Xanderhal. Anybody is more entertaining than Xanderhal. A fucking retarded child with cerebral palsy is more entertaining than Xanderhal. Of course people are going to donate money to more entertaining people. You shouldn't have made that joke. Look at that face. That's not a face of a man that's happy. That's the face of a man that realized, oh shit, I'm being phased out by another creator.
The left has its own misinfo machine. It's named Hassan. Yeah, it is shitty that, like, the most successful progressive figures are all misinfo merchants, too. Yeah.
Based? Hold on. I'm sorry. Does Xanderhal say a base thing? Did he just shit on Hassan for being a misinfo machine? Based. Based. Xanderhal W on that one. Can't even argue. I have nothing bad to say about that.
True. The bunny treat donation incentive is crazy. True. TSW the Shadow Wolf. Yeah. I will say, ever since Trump got elected, or ever since the Trump election went through, I've noticed that stream donos have gotten so low that I've had to order less groceries.
Xanderhal. You, me, every American has had to stop buying more groceries. We're all in that boat, bro. We're all in that boat. Doesn't matter if it was wait, it was happening during the Joe Biden election. Just because that Trump got elected doesn't mean that groceries just went up 2 times more inexplicably. I'm gonna bet fucking money. I'm betting money. Wait, I have no idea. I just lost my train of thought. Damn it. Where was I? Oh yeah, the fact that he can't afford groceries. This has been going on since Joe Biden. Just because Trump got elected doesn't mean that it went up $2,000 or like 2 times more than what it cost. And I'll bet you money that this dude orders his groceries. He doesn't like actually go to the store. He doesn't actually budget for the store. He doesn't budget for the month. He just goes, man, I'm going to buy a bunch of dumb shit off of this app. And then from said app, I am going to spend more money on delivery fees than I would on anything else. That is fucking retarded.
Like, legitimately. That's not even a joke. And I'm not complaining. It is what it is. You guys have less money or saving for the impact on the economy. But I've actually...
Yeah, by the way, what happened to PV? What happened to the progressive victory money per month, Xanderhal? Did you lose? Did PV pull out their support of the greatest streamer of all time, Xanderhal? Has White Nervosa finally wisened up? I'm curious. Oh yeah, I forgot. He also doesn't have a license.
Whoa! Order groceries delivery while begging is wild.
Also, he doesn't have a license. He had to have Demon Mama drive him cross country to move him into where he is now. So he can, bro, I'll bet you money. His excuse would be, well, I don't have a license, so I can't drive to like pick anything up. Okay? He probably does that. His probable excuse is, well, I have to order groceries because I don't have a car or a license or anything else. He does that. I swear to you that's what he tells people. I guarantee it. Instead of just taking the bus, get a bike, take an Uber. It would probably be cheaper. No, you know what? It wouldn't even be cheaper to take an Uber. Because I'm thinking about like the logistics of that. He could take a bus. Go take a bus. Where does he live? That he can't walk to a grocery store? Does he live in the suburbs?
actively noticed it so much. I'm like, I'm gonna buy less groceries this time around. I can't afford what I used to because you know, it's just YouTube ad rev. You gotta wait for.
Dude, you shouldn't be like buying copious amounts of groceries in the first place. You should have some input and intake in the idea that, hey, I just need to survive off necessities because I have other expenses. That's it.
Those checks now. Oh my god, Zan, that sucks. Yeah, it sucks, but income is wild as a YouTuber. It fluctuates massively, and
this is why you should never just rely on YouTube.
As I said, it is a much higher bar to reach financial stability as a progressive figure. It is harder to reach financial stability doing what I do than it is to become a millionaire being a right-wing figure.
Am I covering any of the Miskiss comments? I do have some of that saved. We might go over the Miskiss stuff.
By now, if I had put in the amount of work and like the time, the amount of videos, the everything that I put into this channel as a conservative grifter, I'd be a millionaire right now. At least the channel is blowing up.
No! Xanderhal, even if you went full-blown mask off and just started grifting to the right, doing the same thing that you were doing, you wouldn't be a millionaire. Your income would stay the same, or you'd probably like lose money. What are you talking about?
It is. It's just rough because, you know, you gotta wait months. It's 1 month for every YouTube paycheck, so I gotta make that last. Gotta make sure I got enough food to eat. I can make my bills. I can meet my bills and everything. It's rough, dude. It's rough.
Dude, even if you went full rightoid, you still would be in the same position.
I've lived paycheck to
let you in, Chris. Oh, hold on. I want to hear this.
Make my bills. I can meet my bills and everything. It's rough, dude. It's rough. I've lived paycheck to paycheck the entire time I've done YouTube. There's never been a month in my entire YouTube career where I've been able to comfortably put aside a lot for savings. I hope you guys.
Why are you doing YouTube full time then? Why are you doing YouTube full time then? How do you not have like an IRA set up? How do you have like nothing? How do you not have a single thing set up? How do you not have like some kind of savings account or something that builds interest? How do you how do you have next to nothing? You've been doing this for so long. It's the funniest shit to me every time. I can't believe I heard that. Oh, sweet Christ. All right, hold on. This is just sad. Leon wants to call in. All right, I'll let him call in for a minute. I want to keep going.
It cannot be a limit. You gotta let me. You gotta let me.
Okay.
Please.
Bye.
It won't be long. Please.
Okay.
Just everyone who ever thought to themselves, I want to be a YouTuber, and you're working a fucking job. I don't care what job you work. You could have it in your mind that you're working the worst job ever, and you're going to get laughed at by all your fucking friends because you worked it. Let's say all of you watching this right now work at McDonald's, and your friends come in and they laugh at you and make fun of you and rah all that extra shit. And you think to yourself, I want to be a content creator. I want to be a streamer. All this, I'm seeing all these people have all these riches, all these monies, all these opportunities to just sit there and not be at the fucking foot of somebody else telling them when to show up to work, what time and how much they get paid. You want to make money. Keep that fucking job. Do not ever think to yourself, quit that job. Do not think you can go right into picking up your phone, recording a video, and you're going to get money the next fucking day. It's not how that works on any of these goddamn platforms unless you just so happen to be a motherfucker who has the benefit of sufficient luck and people on your side that will willingly set you up to be in positions where you can make some fucking coin automatically. But that's not for everybody. No. You are listening to a man who bitched at his editor, which, Chris, question, side note, a little derail. Does his content require an editor? The answer is no. I don't know why I asked you.
No, why are you asking me? I don't even need an editor. I shouldn't need an editor.
He harassed a goddamn woman? Which one?
I think.
He harassed a woman and threatened to kill a trans woman. All because he didn't get $4,000 from his fucking in ties with Progressive Victory. He didn't get $4,000 because a grown man who, before this, had all his money wired into fucking PayPal.
Only PayPal.
Decided it would be a great idea to have someone else have control of his banking and routing number. Now, Chris, we are not smart individuals.
Huh?
But I think we know. Yeah, please. I have a college degree. You smoke weed in the woods.
I also have a college degree, and I don't smoke weed.
Let's not do this dance, pretty boy.
You want to go? We'll go.
We can go. We can go. But I'm focused right now. I'm focused right now. I'll go. This guy threatened to kill a trans person, has not paid an editor on time.
It's kind of based.
Has mismanaged funds, and is completely a fucking moron. And this moron is sitting comfortably in a fucking chair, bitching at his audience, the same audience who has to go through the same financial strife of paying for bills, groceries, rent, all of this, and is trying to guilt trip them into some fucking coin.
It's great.
I beg of all of you.
It's great.
You're listening to I'm gonna pull the race card, a nigga.
Yeah.
Who, when he was in college, worked 3 jobs and did YouTube. You wanna know how I magically did it? It's called a schedule.
Yeah.
I wasn't full time at any of these goddamn jobs except for one of them. And you know what I did on my days off? You know what I did when I had some extra hours at night? Don't ask me why I had 3 jobs. I was a college kid, which is translation for broke. You know what I did when I had free time? Because I had no friends. I didn't go out unless it was to the movies. I just fucking found videos to record. What a concept.
It's crazy, dude.
And now that I don't have 3 jobs, I have 2. Guess what I still do? Leave jobs! Sly fucking thinks I'm full-time of YouTube. And maybe one day I will be.
I thought you were Sly.
Oh, yes. You know what? That's great. I'm fucking amazed that how much I don't fucking share my life, that people think I'm a full-time YouTuber.
Really
you know what? Maybe one day I will be. Maybe one day I will be. And guess what? Nothing wrong with that. You see how much I bump out? You would think that. But because I'm somebody with no fucking friends to hang out with, because they're all in different fucking states, you know what I have a lot of? Free time. Do you know what I could fucking do at any moment right now? I could just go to the movies, kick my feet up. Do you know what I'm gonna do in 2 weeks, Chris? Watch the fucking Sonic movie in a fucking theater full of a bunch of children.
You have autism.
I might.
Are you done?
I have asthma. No, I'm not done. This is my last spiel, then I'm done. Fuck every single goddamn content creator who gets in front of all of you people and bitches about how easy their life or how hard their job is to just sit in front of cameras. Fuck all of these people.
I love Leon's little rant here, but he was totally shitting on me and King for being obsessed with Phil e-begging.
But guess what?
Now he understands. Now he understands.
You still are.
Now
you still are.
Yeah.
You still are.
Now you understand that me and King were justified.
Because you're not justified. You're white.
Yeah, well, yeah, still justified.
You're white. Wait, you're
white. Black.
Fuck.
And you're black.
Your white race choked out an innocent Michael Jackson impersonator on a subway.
Yeah,
and now my black people.
And he got off. He was let go.
He
W white people.
And now my black people are talking about starting a war, which they aren't going to do because they're too fucking lazy. Cool. Just stop this shit. Xanderhal sucks. He's white. He's scrawny. He needs to cut back on the fucking vape pens and learn how to grow a fucking beard. I'm done. Goodbye.
There we go.
Know that.
Chris, you're gonna get clipped out. Listen, it was me and Leon just going back and forth. If anyone takes that seriously, you're fucking retarded.
That is even at 100K subs, this is the financial situation of progressive content creation. I'm open about that. I don't lie about I don't lie and say that I'm worse off than I am or I'm better off than I am for flexing. I'm just
no, Xanderhal, you don't. This is the thing, right? You don't have to lie. You just don't bring it up. You don't bring it up because then when you bring it up, you make it your audience's problem. You're guilt tripping your audience to feel bad for you. You are essentially a homeless man on the side of the road that looks okay, probably could get a job, and just doesn't. It just rattles a can the whole time for change. That's what you do. Okay. Okay, dude.
Open with yeah, I things are tight. I make enough, but it's never going to be enough to at this rate to build things into a empire like I would like to do one day. And that's my hope, is that one day I can make this into an empire that goes beyond me. Lots of creators involved, it wouldn't just be an
empire. Imagine a Xanderhal empire. Imagine Xanderhal running an empire. I would be terrified to join Xanderhal's empire. I would be fucking terrified. If Xanderhal came to me and said, hey, to help with everything, you can upload content to my channel or you'll be under the umbrella of all this stuff. I'd be like, fuck no. If I didn't even know who he was, I would still say no. Because you are putting all your chips into a basket of somebody that you don't fucking know. That is crazy.
the Xanderhal channel. It'd be like whatever group of creators could like create some sort of hub channel, whatever that.
Yeah, that went really well for like the video games channel, or like Sky Does Minecraft's channel, or like any channel that has multiple creators on it. Oh yeah, totally went well all the time. Every single time it's gone without a hitch. That is retarded. That is a retarded thing you're thinking of doing.
That would be called. I don't know.
It's a rock slide of a disappointment. So true, Lord. Thank you for the 12 months.
That's always been my dream. Like, my dream has been to create a network of sorts. And for...
No one is going to join your network. Nobody. Nobody is going to join the Xanderhal network. Not with how you operate yourself. You complain about everything. The fact that you can't handle your finances by yourself. How are you going to... Wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. How are you going to run a agency, a group, if you can't take care of yourself? How are you going to do that? You couldn't even get Progressive Victory to pay you right. You put all of your money in PayPal. Why would anybody put their trust in you?
Me to work with a bunch of other creators on that network. That's the goal. And unfortunately, people like Hassan will never do this. They'll never do this. So like, my goal is not just to get big enough, but to have enough money to invest back into this that we can actually get that like somewhere close to Joe Rogan level reach.
He wants to be Joe Rogan. Guys, Xanderhal just wants to be Joe Rogan. He has a very achievable goal. He just wants to be Joe Rogan. Why are we laughing at his dream? It's never gonna happen. Just stop. I'm not usually one for like crushing dreams. I say that as a cope to myself. I'm always down to crush dreams. But like, listen, in your case, Xanderhal, this dream is not real. It's just not gonna happen.
You know, because like to have any real reach online requires massive reinvestment, and that's just something that
You know, Joe Rogan's reinvestment was like getting better microphones and then like getting an office. What reinvestment? He has Jamie. He pays Jamie. What overhead does the Joe Rogan podcast like really have? It's two dudes that bought 3 microphones, a good computer setup, and a projector. There's not a lot of overhead for that kind of podcast. There is not a lot of overhead. Why the hell do you think there needs to be more money put into that? Jamie, pull up Cherry's DMs. Imagine, dude. That would be so funny if it got to Joe Rogan, dude. It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny.
Man, it's tough. It's tough. It takes a lot. You got it. Like as a progressive figure, I'm gonna have to be multi-millions by the time that's ever multi-million subs before that's ever a possibility. Like Hassan.
That's literally crazy. All you have to do is just put in the work, and then people will find it and like it if you put effort into it, or if you're an entertaining person. Xanderhal is none of these things.
Hassan could do it, but he's a bitch, so he won't do it. Plus, thank you for the 20 Australian dollars. I appreciate that. Just go buy yourself a steak. Dab, I appreciate that. Plus, thank you for the 20 Australian dollars. I appreciate that. Just go buy yourself a steak.
Realize what just happened here. This man dabbed for $20. He just dabbed for $20. It's 2024. Who the fuck's dabbing anymore?
Dab, I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you. And the $5 from Purple Jax. Thank you for the $5 dues. Here's half an egg. Thanks, Biden. True.
Imagine that's like his tier, right? If you hit like $20, you know, like Darkside Phil, if you hit like $100, he'll put on like glasses or something. Every time somebody donates $20 to Xanderhal, he just keeps dabbing. Every time. $20. If you give me $20, I will dab.
Here's half a carton of eggs. But unironically. No, it's not Biden's fault, but yeah, groceries are expensive, to be fair. They are really expensive. It's actually crazy that, like, I only experienced a couple years of life as an adult before the economy crashed. That's probably a big part of it, is that the economy crashed as my channel has grown. And so, to be fair, maybe if we hadn't gotten, like, 4 years of Trump economic policy and the terrible handling of COVID and the big economic crash, maybe it would be, like, way more comfortable. But,
Dude, even if the economy isn't the greatest standing of all time, right? There's going to be low moments. You growing up should know that. And if you have a large influx of cash, you should be using it and divesting it into other places so that, God forbid, if the economy crashes, you have money. Instead, you being a vape-addicted, weed-addicted loser lived paycheck to fucking paycheck on purpose.
I don't know. Most of my adult life, Trump's horrible economy has been the state of things. So I don't really know much. I don't remember much of what things were like going to the grocery store and things not being overpriced. My whole adult life, for the most part, has.
How old is Xanderhal? I'm 28. I'm pretty sure he's in his mid-20s. We grew up at the same time. How is my mindset so much more on the fucking ball than this retard? He's 25.
He's 25 and he lives like this? The fuck is wrong with you?
Been in a recession, so that's probably part of it too. We grew up in a recession, and we became adults in a recession. That's just how it is. We're the generation who didn't get to have expensive things as a kid because our parents were too broke from the 2008 recession, and then...
That's so fucking stupid. What are you talking about? Dude, people were buying iPhones and nice cars and toys for their kids and shit. Like, we weren't like in the bread lines of fucking, like, the Great Depression or the '08 housing market crash. People just had to cut back. It sucked. It was horrible for so many families. But the families that took care of themselves and didn't let them eat them alive were able to grow after the '08 recession. So, like, our generation was okay. We weren't, like, the richest generation ever, but at least we were okay. Our families could still afford things and do these things. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We're also the generation that doesn't get to have nice things because we're too broke from the 2019 recession. Awesome, dude. Let's go.
Bro, yeah, the economy sucks, but does that mean that you have to attribute all of your failures and everything to the economy? There are ways you can avoid that, or at least put money away to help you.
That will never happen because you aren't peddling hate. Listen, I just hope that if I can work myself to the bone enough, it can happen. I have not had a relationship romantically since Lonnie, because I've needed to dedicate so much time and energy to the channel just to get to 100K at the rate that we have, but...
This dude hasn't had pussy in 2 years. We're going on 3. This dude has not talked to a woman in almost 2 to 3 years to work on his political YouTube career. And he just said that publicly on his YouTube channel. Why would you ever admit this? Why would you ever admit this? Why would you ever do it? Why? Why would you ever admit this?
Hoping, because like I would say like 80% of my life's effort and attention is on the channel. If I can maintain that for like a decade, I think we can reach that point.
A decade? He wants to keep doing this for a decade. He wants to keep operating the way that he is operating for the next decade. Did any of you motherfuckers hear that? I'm going to rewind this very quick.
Okay, at the rate that we have, but I'm hoping, because like I would say like 80% of my life's effort and attention is on the channel. If I can maintain that for like a decade, I think we can reach that point.
So for a whole decade, until you're 35 years old, you're not going to go into the world, find a partner that you both can work things on, you can work projects together, you can support her and she supports you. You're going to work a decade doing the same thing that you're doing right now, this entire time, to hope to make some kind of media company for progressives and leftists. Xanderhal, it's not going to happen. It's not. It's not going to happen. Oh my God.
Like, I think we can. I think if I continue to have my life, like it has for the last 5 years, entirely revolve around content creation for like, you know, for the next like 10 years, I think I can get to like 1 million subs or millions plus subs, and we can grow this into something huge. I think we can.
Yeah, okay, you're going to have 1 million subs. You're going to end up with the Review Tech USA issue. You're not. Your issue is that you can't build like a consistent, dedicated audience. You have like 200 plus people, right? Like, yeah, that's fine. I struggle with building a consistent viewer base and audience. Like, I have my people, which are like 200 to 300 people every time I go live, which is fucking awesome, right? But in Xanderhal's case, right, he has 100,000 sub YouTube channel, and he gets the same amount of live viewers that I do when I'm just dicking around. I go missing for days on end, hit live randomly, and I pull the same amount of numbers that Xanderhal does for 8-hour plus streams, for fucking a schedule, and him being more established than I am. Isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that crazy that he wants to do this for a decade when he can't even outcompete and outbeat people like myself, who are very inconsistent?
Should California be voted to be independent when midterms happen? I don't know. I doubt it. Grind set, honestly motivational. Like, I mean, I mean that not even sarcastically. Yeah, dude. Like, I hope you guys know. For the last 5 years,
You know what his grind set is? It's him looking at articles on Twitter and grabbing YouTube videos to react to. And paying an editor. Which I do all of those things. But I never tell you guys it's a grind set. I'm inconsistent as fuck. And I'm still averaging what Xanderhal averages. It's so pathetic.
eat, breathed, and shit YouTube and content creation. So it takes a lot of dedication. Sometimes it's luck. I think I've probably had worse luck than most, considering I've seen a lot of people go viral and get millions of subs off of like a few videos. I'd say that's like peak luck. I'd say I'm probably towards the lower end, because, you know, it's taken thousands of videos uploaded to get to 100,000, or not, yeah, 100,000 subs, which is a pretty slow rate. Like I hit it, and that's success, but it's a pretty slow rate. It's very clear that I gotta put in like a lot more, like it's gonna take a lot more videos to equal a given amount of gained like subs.
Xanderhal, the thing is that your videos don't really like capture anyone. Same in my case, I fucking upload clips. Our thing is naturally going to take longer to grow. YouTube is not like super pro streaming. They aren't. It's hard to grow as a streamer on YouTube. I'm not bitching about it, but like if you upload like actually well-crafted videos or just constant daily uploads of talking head videos and build a dedicated audience off of that, you can grow. The thing is that all you're doing and all I'm doing and most people are doing are just uploading fucking clips of our streams, which is fine. There's no problem with it. No shit, your growth is stunted.
Subs than the average channel, and that's
he also has zero personality. Is this post cherry? Yep.
fine. That's just the situation. I think that's more of a my channel thing. I think it's just sort of a RNG, bad rolls.
It's not a your channel thing. It's just you're not entertaining. You're not interesting.
My MCSMP is possibly needing
It's not YouTube's fault that you're not being pushed. It's your fault.
to switch back to paper because Geyser is being shitty right now. Yeah, Paper Spigot is much more stable and established. I would recommend you use Paper Spigot for now. Geyser's new. You should wait probably a few months. I was born in 1975, and the United States economy has never been good for longer than a couple years. That's true. The economy just crashes sometimes, and it's not even the fault of the person in charge. That is, like, there are occasional, like, massive spikes in inflation.
But you just blame Donald Trump being elected president as the reason why you can't afford groceries anymore. You just defeated your own point that you said earlier.
And big economic crashes that happen globally that the president has no control over, and they just have to try and mitigate. And
you just blamed Donald Trump for getting elected on the groceries.
The American people will never understand that. We'll always see an inaccurate view of the economic policy of Dems and Republicans.
You are the person saying it!
Because the American people will never have the economic education necessary, or nor will they seek the knowledge, actively so, to find out, like, oh shit, the president isn't at fault for, like, an entire worldwide rise in inflation? Damn. Something about Americans literally forgetting how terrible Republican rule is after a Democrat term. It's just, Dems want change, dude. Dems want change. Or not Dems, like, the people want change. And so, like, every election...
How did he contradict himself in the same stream? The same way that he supported a Down syndrome genocide on the moon.
They want change. Whether it be from the Dems or from the Republicans, they want
He forgot what he said.
change. Part of the American culture is no matter how good things are always bad.
Okay.
You must complain about everything.
I misspelled
you can never be happy with the
catching.
status quo, no
Shut
matter
up.
how good things get. I know that sounds crazy, but that is part of the American, like, idea. Like, you can never be like, you know what? Government's doing a good job. Unless you're part of the cult of Trump, I guess. But for the most part, Americans, they always have to view things as being run poorly. That's my dad perfectly described. Yep. The government's the fault for everything. No reason to look deep into what's causing those problems, but yeah. Like, a Trump's presidency isn't even that long ago, but people vote...
Wait, I'm sorry, a Down syndrome genocide? Do you guys not know that clip where he, like, where he got tricked into supporting a Down syndrome mid-debate? Like, he literally gets asked, would you support, like, a of retarded people on the moon? And he just goes, yeah, I would. I don't even remember the context before that. It's just like some kind of gay debate. And then the guy just asks him that question. And Xanderhal just goes, yeah, 100%. 100% I'd do that.
like he wasn't going to do everything we said he was going to do. Well, we'll just have to see whether or not the American people were actually in favor of what Trump ran on. Because it's possible that the American people heard what...
I am not making that up. It's a real thing.
They heard us say, Trump's going to do this and that, and they said, yeah, good. A lot of Trump supporters now say, yeah, good. They've dropped the mask. So it's just a time to find out whether the American people voted for Trump because they were behind what he stood for. Like, they liked what he stood for. They're okay with it. We'll have to find out whether they thought he wasn't, and they just thought the Dems were being crazy, or if they knew he was going to do that and voted for him anyway. The Lancer, thank you for the $5 donation.
You want me to show you? It's like a 3-second clip. I sent it to Leon. It's in the Big Bungie video. 347 right here.
Bless.
his heart, he's not the best at debates. He once got tricked into supporting a Down syndrome.
You would support a holocaust of disabled people on a moon colony.
I mean, yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, yeah. Has Zan seen the big Bungie video? That's a good question. Somebody look at his channel and see if he clipped that out.
And I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. It says, from economists and financial experts, Trump tariffs or mass deportation alone will cause either a global recession to a global...
Is he gonna talk about his channel more? Because honestly, it's just I'm so Xanderhal'd out. He's so boring. He's so boring. What is he looking at?
All right, guys.
I'm so bored. Xanderhal, you bore me. I can't keep watching him.
Oh, Zanny, get a job. Get a job. You're not gonna be the Joe Rogan of YouTube, bro.
It's just not gonna happen.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you Core for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.